My child, before you scroll away, pause with me for just a moment. I know how heavy your shoulders feel right now. I know how tired your soul has become. You wake up already exhausted. You go to bed with your mind still racing. You carry responsibilities that never seem to end. Work, family, expectations, bills, pressure, fear of falling behind, and you wonder quietly, why does it feel like I'm always holding everything together alone? My child, I see what no one else sees. I see the strength you show in public and the weariness you hide in private. I see how you keep saying, I'm fine, even when inside, you are barely holding on. You were never meant to carry all of this by yourself. Yet here you are, carrying stress that steals your peace, carrying worry that steals your sleep, carrying responsibility that was never placed on your heart by heaven. My child, listen to me gently now. Some of the weight you are carrying does not belong to you. Some of the pressure you feel was never assigned to your soul. You took it on because you care, because you love, because you don't want to disappoint anyone, because you were taught that rest means weakness and slowing down means failure. But my child, that is not my voice speaking to you. I did not create you to live in constant burnout. I did not form your heart to survive on anxiety. I did not design your life to be a non-stop race where peace is always postponed for someday. I see you trying to be everything for everyone. I see you saying yes when your spirit is already saying no. I see you pushing through when you are already empty, and still, you tell yourself, just a little more. Later. My child, later has been a long time coming. Stay with me. Do not rush away. What I'm about to show you will begin to loosen the weight you have been carrying. Just stay. My child, take a slow breath with me. I know how your chest feels tight even when nothing is happening in the moment. I know how your mind keeps replaying conversations, decisions, mistakes, and what-ifs long after the day is over. You lie down to rest, but rest does not come. Your body is still, yet your thoughts keep working overtime. My child, this is not because you are weak. It is because you have been strong for too long. You have learned how to survive under pressure, but you have forgotten how to lay things down. You have learned how to push through exhaustion, but not how to release what is draining you. I see how you carry guilt for things you could not control. I see how you blame yourself for outcomes you never caused. I see how you hold responsibility for other people's choices, moods, and failures. My child, you were never meant to carry what belongs to others. You worry about tomorrow as if you must solve it today. You fear disappointing people as if their approval defines your worth. You replay your past as if you could go back and change it by punishing yourself. But listen to me now, my child. Your worth was settled long before your workload increased. Your value was spoken before your schedule filled up. Your identity was secured before the pressure began. You do not need to earn rest. You do not need to deserve peace. You do not need to prove your strength to me. I see the silent fear you rarely admit, the fear of slowing down and everything falling apart. The fear of letting go and being seen as irresponsible. The fear that if you stop carrying everything, no one else will step in. My child, that fear has been shaping your life more than you realize. But stay with me. I am not here to judge you. I am here to gently untangle what has been weighing you down. Do not leave yet. What I am about to show you next will begin to change how you carry life itself. My child, let me speak to the part of you that feels responsible for everything. You learned early how to hold it all together. You became the reliable one, the strong one, the one others lean on. And over time, that strength became a burden you never set down. You feel guilty when you rest. You feel anxious when you slow down. You feel uneasy when you are not producing, fixing, or managing something. My child, this is not the freedom I promised you. I see how your joy has been delayed by responsibilities that keep multiplying. I see how your laughter has grown quieter because your mind is always occupied. Even in moments meant for peace, your heart remains alert, as if something might go wrong at any second. My child, that constant alertness is not wisdom. It is exhaustion disguised as responsibility. You were not created to live in survival mode. You were created to live in trust. Trust that you are not the center holding the world together. Trust that I am working even when you stop. Trust that rest is not abandonment of duty, but obedience to my design. You think letting go means failure. But my child, letting go is often an act of faith. Some of the pressure you feel comes from trying to control outcomes that were never placed in your hands. You carry deadlines, expectations, and fears as if the future depends entirely on your effort. But listen carefully now. I did not ask you to carry tomorrow. I asked you to walk with me today. Tomorrow belongs to the Father. Today belongs to trust. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not failing because you feel tired. You are tired because you have been carrying what was never meant to be carried alone. Stay with me, my child. I am about to show you what you can finally set down. My child, there are weights you have grown so used to, so that you no longer recognize how heavy they are. You wake up with them. You carry them through meetings, messages, and responsibilities. You bring them home at night and set them beside your bed, only to pick them up again before the sun rises. Some of these weights have names: perfection, control, approval, fear of disappointing others, fear of being replaced, fear of not doing enough. My child, you were never meant to live beneath these. You think if you put them down, everything will collapse. But what if the opposite is true? What if holding them is what's slowly draining you? I see how your culture tells you that rest must be earned and worth must be proven. I see how success is measured by exhaustion and busyness is praised as virtue. But my child, that is not the kingdom way. I never called you to be constantly overwhelmed. I never asked you to sacrifice your soul to meet endless expectations. I asked you to follow me. And when I walked this earth, I stopped. I withdrew. I rested. I trusted the Father completely. If rest was necessary for me, How much more is it necessary for you? My child, your life is not a machine. Your heart is not a tool. Your value is not measured by output. Some of the pressure you feel comes from living as if everything depends on you. But hear this gently now. You are not holding your life together. I am. And the moment you begin to trust that truth, something inside you will begin to soften. Stay with me. What comes next will help you breathe again. My child, I want you to notice something. Even when you feel overwhelmed, even when you feel stretched thin, even when you feel like you are barely keeping up, your heart still longs for peace. That longing did not come from pressure. It came from me. Peace is not a luxury for you. It is your spiritual need. Yet you have been trying to find peace by managing everything perfectly, by staying ahead of every problem, by never allowing yourself to fall behind. My child, peace does not come from control. Peace comes from surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up on life. It means giving up the illusion that you must carry everything alone. You ask yourself, if I stop pushing, will I fall apart? But my child, you are already holding yourself together with exhaustion. I am inviting you into a different way of living. A way where you work, but do not worship work. A way where you care, but do not carry guilt. A way where you serve, but do not burn yourself out. I know you fear that rest will make you lazy. But rest in me does not weaken you. It restores you. When you slow down with me, your clarity returns. Your compassion deepens. Your strength becomes sustainable. My child, you were never meant to pour endlessly without being refilled. Let me refill you. Stay close. There is more your heart needs to hear. My child, I know there is a quiet voice inside you that whispers, if I slow down, I will disappoint someone. That voice has guided many of your choices. It has kept you moving, even when your soul asked for rest. But my child, that voice is not mine. I do not measure your faith by how exhausted you are. I do not measure your obedience by how much you sacrifice yourself. I do not love you more when you are worn down. I love you because you are mine. You have been carrying expectations that were never spoken by heaven. Expectations formed by pressure, by comparison, by fear of falling behind others. You look around and feel like everyone else is moving faster, achieving more, doing better. So you push harder. You ignore your limits. You silence your own needs. My child, limits are not a flaw. They are part of how you were designed. Limits invite trust. Limits remind you that you are human and I am God. When you reach the end of your strength, you are not failing. You are being invited to lean on mine. I do not ask you to run without stopping. I ask you to walk with me. And when you walk with me, you will discover something new. You do not have to rush to arrive. Stay with me, my child. There is a gentleness coming that your heart has been craving. My child, let me ask you something gently. What are you afraid will happen if you finally lay some of this down? Are you afraid things will fall apart? Are you afraid people will leave? Are you afraid you will no longer be needed? My child, you are already needed, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You do not have to earn your place. You do not have to prove your usefulness. You do not have to exhaust yourself to remain valuable. Some of the stress you carry comes from believing that everything depends on your constant effort. But hear me now. I have been sustaining you even when you did not realize it. I have been protecting you even when you felt overwhelmed. I have been working behind the scenes while you worried in the foreground. My child, you were never meant to replace trust with anxiety. When you hold on to everything tightly, your hands become too full to receive what I want to give you. Open your hands. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Let go of the fear of what people might think. Let go of the burden of being everything for everyone. I will not let you fall. Stay here with me. What I am about to speak will begin to change how you see your future. My child, your future does not depend on how tightly you hold on today. It depends on who you trust. You think if you loosen your grip, you will lose ground. But my child, sometimes I ask you to loosen your grip so I can lead you forward. I see how you worry about what's ahead, about stability, provision, direction, and purpose. You plan, you calculate, you prepare for every possible outcome. Wisdom is good, but anxiety is not wisdom. Anxiety steals the joy of today in the name of protecting tomorrow. My child, the future you fear is already known to the Father. You do not need to carry tomorrow's weight before tomorrow arrives. I will give you strength for each day when that day comes. Not all at once, not in advance, but exactly when you need it. This is how trust grows, one step at a time, one surrender at a time. You are not behind, you are being led. Stay with me. There is something important many people never learn that I want to share with you next. My child, do not rush past this moment. So many people live their entire lives carrying pressure without ever stopping to ask whether it truly belongs to them. I want you to hear me clearly now. Not every responsibility that appears in front of you is an assignment from heaven. Some things are distractions. Some are burdens you picked up out of fear. Some are expectations placed on you by people who do not know your limits. My child, you are allowed to choose wisely. You are allowed to say no without guilt. You are allowed to step back without shame. You are allowed to protect your peace without apology. This does not make you selfish. It makes you faithful to the life I entrusted to you. When you are constantly drained, you cannot love deeply. You cannot listen clearly. You cannot hear my voice fully. I want you whole. I want you present. I want you alive with purpose, not surviving under pressure. My child, what I'm about to tell you next is something many never understand. Stay with me. My child, do not rush away now. What I am about to tell you is what many never understand. You believe peace will come after everything is finished, after the work is done, after the pressure eases, after life finally slows down. But my child, peace does not wait at the finish line. Peace walks with you when you walk with me. You have been postponing rest for a future season that keeps moving farther away. You keep saying, just one more thing, then I'll breathe. But life keeps adding one more thing. My child, this is not how you were meant to live. You are not designed to collapse only when everything is complete. You are designed to carry peace in the middle of unfinished things. I am not asking you to escape responsibility. I am asking you to stop carrying it without me. When you walk alone, every weight feels heavier. When you walk with me, the same road feels different. I do not remove every challenge immediately, but I change how you carry them. You do not need fewer responsibilities as much as you need deeper trust. Trust that I am present in the middle of your workload. Trust that I am near in the middle of your stress. Trust that I am guiding you even when life feels crowded. My child, stay with me. What comes next will help you finally feel what it means to be supported, not pressured. My child, I want you to feel this truth settle into your heart. You are not unsupported. You are not carrying life by yourself. You are not walking unseen. Even when you feel alone in your effort, I am beside you. Even when no one notices how much you give, I see it all. You have been trying to stay strong without letting yourself be held. But my child, you were never meant to be strong alone. Strength does not mean never leaning. Strength means knowing where to lean, and you can lean on me. I know how tired your heart is. I know how often you encourage others while neglecting your own need for comfort. I know how you keep going, even when you feel empty. My child, come closer. Let me carry what you cannot. Let me steady what feels shaky. Let me calm what feels constantly alert. You do not need to hold your breath through life. You can exhale with me. Nothing falls apart when you trust me with the weight. Stay with me. There is healing happening even as you listen. My child, as you breathe with me, I want you to notice something gentle. Your heart knows when it is safe. Your spirit knows when it can finally rest. That quiet easing you feel right now, that is not escape. That is trust beginning to take root. You have been living as if rest must be earned through exhaustion. But my child, rest is not a reward for finishing everything. It is a gift meant to sustain you while you live. I never asked you to ignore your soul. I never asked you to silence your weariness. I asked you to come to me when you are heavy, and you are here now. Some of the stress you carry has been passed down to you. Habits of overworking, fear of slowing down, beliefs that worth comes from productivity. But my child, you are allowed to choose differently. You are allowed to live with margin. You are allowed to protect your peace. You are allowed to say, "This is enough for today." Trust that I will meet you there. Stay with me. The path ahead does not require constant pressure, only steady faith. My child, there is a gentle reordering happening within you right now. You are beginning to see that not everything urgent is important, and not everything important must be rushed. You have been living by alarms, deadlines, and demands, but I want you to learn to live by presence. Presence with me, presence with your own heart, presence with the people I have placed in your life. My child, when you slow down enough to be present, you begin to notice what truly matters. You notice when your soul feels dry. You notice when your joy needs attention. You notice when love needs space to breathe. This is not weakness. This is wisdom. You were not created to live distracted. You were created to live connected. Connected to the Father's heart. Connected to my peace. Connected to the life unfolding right in front of you. Do not be afraid of simplifying. Do not be afraid of letting some things remain undone. Not everything unfinished is a failure. Some things are simply waiting for a better season. My child, you do not need to chase meaning. Meaning will meet you when you walk at my pace. Stay with me. There is still more your heart needs to release. My child, the hurry you feel is not coming from heaven. Heaven is never rushed. The Father is never anxious. And I do not push you forward with fear. You have learned to hurry because the world told you that slowing down means falling behind. But my child, you do not fall behind when you walk with me. I move with purpose, not panic. I lead with clarity, not pressure. Some doors will open only when you stop forcing them. Some answers will come only when you allow silence. You have been asking me for direction while running past the moments where I speak most clearly. Slow steps are not wasted steps when they are taken with me. Trust my timing, trust my pace, trust that nothing meant for you will pass you by. My child, what is truly yours will meet you when you are ready to receive it. Stay with me. There is a deep peace ahead that cannot be rushed into. My child, as you learn to move at my pace, something within you begins to realign. Your thoughts slow down. Your breathing deepens. Your heart no longer feels chased by time. You begin to realize that peace is not found by escaping responsibility, but by carrying it with me. You do not have to do everything today. You do not have to solve everything now. You do not have to be everywhere at once. My child, you are allowed to be human. You are allowed to have limits. You are allowed to feel tired. You are allowed to rest without explaining yourself. When you honor your limits, you honor the design of your Creator. I am not impressed by exhaustion. I am pleased by trust. And trust grows when you choose presence over pressure, connection over control. My child, the life I am leading you into is not heavy. It is rooted. It is steady. It is full of quiet strength. Stay close. There is still a beautiful truth waiting for your heart to receive. My child, as you begin to live this way, you may notice something surprising. Your circumstances may not change immediately, but you will. The same responsibilities will still be there, but they will no longer sit on your chest. The same work will still need to be done, but it will no longer steal your breath. Because now, you are no longer carrying it alone. You are learning to pause before the weight overwhelms you. You are learning to listen before fear takes control. You are learning to bring things to me instead of burying them inside yourself. This is growth, my child. Quiet, deep, real growth. Some days, you will remember to rest in me easily. Other days, you will forget and pick up too much again. And that is okay. I am not disappointed in your process. I am walking with you through it. Each time you release even a little, your soul becomes stronger. Each time you choose trust over panic, your heart becomes steadier. My child, you are not weak for needing help. You are wise for accepting it. Stay with me. What comes next will help you see your life with new eyes, my child. As your eyes begin to open in this new way, you will start to see your life differently. You will see that not everything requires your immediate reaction. Not every problem needs your instant solution. Not every burden deserves a place in your heart. Some things need prayer. Some things need patience. And some things need to be released completely. You have been reacting out of pressure, but I am teaching you to respond from peace. Peace does not mean you stop caring. Peace means you stop carrying what was never yours to hold. My child, true strength is calm. It does not rush. It does not panic. It does not collapse under stress. True strength trusts that I am already at work, even when you can't see it yet. You do not need to explain yourself to everyone who demands more from you. You do not need to meet every expectation that drains your soul. You answer to me first, and I lead you gently, never harshly. As you learn this, your heart will feel steadier. Your decisions will feel clearer. Your days will feel lighter. Stay with me, my child. What I'm about to show you next will help you step into the future without fear. My child, the future no longer needs to frighten you. You have been looking ahead with tired eyes and an anxious heart, wondering how you will manage what is still to come. But listen to me now. You will not face tomorrow with today's strength. You will face it with mine. I do not give you everything at once, because you do not need it all at once. I give you what you need for each moment when that moment arrives. That is why worrying ahead only steals from your present peace, my child. I am already standing in your future. Nothing surprises me. Nothing overwhelms me. Nothing is beyond my care. The same hands that carried you through yesterday will carry you through what's next. You do not need to fear change. You do not need to fear uncertainty. You do not need to fear letting go. What you release will not be lost. It will be replaced with something lighter, something truer, something filled with peace. Stay with me. Your heart is learning how to rest even while life keeps moving. My child, you are beginning to understand that peace is not the absence of responsibility, but the presence of trust. There was a time when every new demand felt like a threat. Every unexpected change felt overwhelming. Every quiet moment was filled with worry. But now, your heart is learning a new rhythm. A rhythm that does not panic. A rhythm that does not rush. A rhythm that listens. You are learning to ask, "Is this mine to carry?" before placing it on your shoulders. And when the answer is no, you are learning to let it go without guilt. My child, this is freedom. Freedom does not always look dramatic. Sometimes it looks like saying no without explaining yourself. Sometimes it looks like resting even when there is more to do. Sometimes it looks like trusting me in ways you never have before. I am proud of you, my child, not because you are doing more, but because you are learning to live lighter. You are becoming someone who carries peace into the room, not pressure. Stay with me. What is coming next will fill your heart with quiet confidence. My child, as this quiet confidence grows within you, you will notice something beautiful. You will no longer feel rushed to prove yourself. You will no longer feel pressured to explain your worth. You will no longer feel controlled by the fear of falling behind, because you will know who holds your life. You will begin to move through your days with a steadiness you have never known. Not because everything is perfect, but because your heart is anchored in trust, anchored in love, anchored in my presence. My child, this is what happens when you stop carrying what you were never meant to carry. Your mind becomes clearer, your spirit becomes lighter, your decisions become calmer. You will still work hard, you will still care deeply, but you will no longer be crushed by responsibility. Instead, you will walk with purpose. You will serve with joy. You will rest without guilt. And others will notice. They will feel peace around you without knowing why. They will see strength in you that does not come from strain. My child, this is the life I have always wanted for you. Stay with me. One final truth remains that your heart needs to hear. My child, this peace you are beginning to feel is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is not dependent on perfect circumstances. It is rooted in me. There will still be busy days. There will still be unexpected challenges. There will still be moments when life asks more than you planned. But now, you will meet those moments differently. You will pause before reacting. You will breathe before deciding. You will pray before carrying. And when the weight feels like it is returning, you will recognize it sooner. You will say, "This is not mine to hold," and you will bring it back to me. My child, this is how you remain free in a world that constantly demands more. Freedom does not mean you escape responsibility. It means responsibility no longer owns you. You belong to me. Your time belongs to me. Your strength belongs to me. Your future belongs to me. Nothing can take that away. As you walk forward, remember this truth. You are allowed to live with peace even when life is full. You are allowed to rest even when work remains. You are allowed to trust even when answers are incomplete. Stay with me, my child. There is still more depth ahead, and your heart is ready for it. My child, as you continue walking this way, you will notice how gently your life begins to steady. Not because everything becomes easy, but because you are no longer fighting every moment. You will stop waking up already tense. You will stop ending your days feeling defeated. You will begin to sense my presence in the ordinary moments you once rushed through. In the quiet morning, in the pause between tasks, in the simple breath you take before responding instead of reacting. My child, this is where strength truly lives, not in constant effort, but in consistent trust. You will discover that doing less with me is more fruitful than doing everything without me. Some days will still stretch you, some moments will still test you, but you will not feel alone in them anymore. When your mind tries to race ahead, you will gently bring it back. When pressure tries to return, you will recognize it. When guilt tries to speak, you will silence it with truth. Because now you know, I am near. I am carrying what you release. I am guiding what you surrender. My child, this way of living will protect your heart and shape your future more than endless striving ever could. Stay with me. Your soul is learning how to remain at peace while the world keeps moving. My child, you do not need to carry anything more right now. You have listened. You have opened your heart. You have allowed peace to enter where pressure once lived. And I want you to remember this. You were never meant to carry the weight of life alone. Whenever stress returns, whenever responsibility feels heavy again, whenever your soul feels tired, come back to me. Lay it down. Breathe. Trust. I am not distant. I am not disappointed. I am not waiting for you to be stronger. I am walking with you, step by step, day by day. My child, if you believe in me and in your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If this message helped lighten your heart, share it with someone who is carrying more than they should. And if you want to stay closer to me, subscribe to this channel. I am with you, always.